Good morning, writers! Maybe the fridge is not the right place for you. Wait a moment. I guess that my storage is way better than the fridge. Anyway, definitely more appropriate for the kind of content I bring on YouTube. I upload, maybe is better. Anyway, today's video has a concept. But before telling it to you, I have to choose some colors. And to mix some wonderful bucket paint. Trust me, I don't really want to make the floor dirty, because my mom otherwise is gonna kill me. Merda. Ho sfondato tutto, fratelli. Professional. Well, I added a red to a light brownish and it turned in something like brownish pink. And then I will add yellow. Why? Because I can. At the end it turned out a sort of pinkish color and it's something cool. So it's finally time from my kitchen to tell you what's today's concept. Okay, maybe it's better if I tell you this at the spot. And here I am, at my usual legal spot. As you can see behind me, the wall is already busy, but there is a little space also for me. Sadly, I'll go over my old piece, this one, but it's okay, this is how legal spots work. But let's talk about today's concept. As you know, I am a graffiti writer. The guys behind me are graffiti writers. And graffiti writers basically write words. Most of the times, names. It's a wonderful culture, I know. But during these years of writing, I've never seen something that is related with the names and writing. I mean, when you write a name on paper, you used to write the first letter bigger than the other. And it's something that I've never seen in graffiti. And since it could look cool, why don't do this? But first I have to make the background of the wall behind me. I will use bucket paint of the guys, that's orange, as you can see. So all the mixing that I've done at home is useless. Yo, the background is done. As you can see, it's not the best of the opacity, but it's okay because it's a super bright color and because it's wonderful. Look at this. As always, I'll sketch with some leftovers to go as cheap as possible. And by the way, I pre-painted the wall because sketch directly on my lettering is really hard for me. I don't know why. So, first letter in caps lock or uppercase. I don't really know. Let's go. Okay, erase the sketch with finger might not work at all. Wonderful, I'm already gonna use the third color for the sketch. The problem is that today I forgot the sketch to my girlfriend's home, so I'm kinda freestyling it. I'm trying to remembering the sketch and then put it on the wall, but it's really hard, especially for something that I've never done before. Let's see. Okay, it's starting to get better. But now it's time to skip to a lowercase style. In graffiti, I just decided that it means throw up. This is why I always say that shaking well the cans is important to prevent the clogging of your cap. Fortunately, this time went well. Well, I finished sketching, but I just noticed a mistake. Precisely a mistake in the balancing, keeping in mind that this is a weird piece, because there is just one letter stick and then throw-ups. Anyway, in my opinion, would be better if this arrow would point down, so I'm gonna do this. A little bit messy, but here it is. Well, I actually can't believe it, but do you remember that I said that I forgot the sketch to my girlfriend's house? Well, it was in my fucking backpack. So the sketch that's on the wall is not cool as this one, but I'll leave it like this and I will sketch this another time, and I have shit in my head, really. Anyway, it's background time. For the background I will use Beast and Power Red from Montana Cans and a pink dot fat cap as a cap. Let's do this background. Wonderful, the power red died, so it's time for the beast. Also, the pink is over, and I have a problem. I don't like the background at all, but I don't know if it is because it's the moment or it's because it's true. That's a shit. I need some moments to think.
A few moments later.
No, okay, it's really shitty. Probably I'm gonna replace it with pistachio. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, pistachio is almost finished, but I finished the background, fortunately. It's a bit messy, especially in real life, maybe in the video is better, but it's time to skip to the filling. And today I'm gonna have a lot of fun, because I'm gonna use this beauty. Expect a review, and let's fill it. This is just pure fun. Astrofet and Crow, best combination ever. Probably with the skinny I could have done this filling with maybe not half of a can, but a little bit more. Surely not one can, as I've done, but it was so fun, and this was the purpose. I should outline it, but I'll not do this right now. I know that this is not a review, but I can already tell you that that this can, the white chrome, is not that friendly, let's say, with other brands or with Montana Black, for example, when it's fresh. When it's dry, it's okay. During this break, let me show you the pro tool of today. That is this tripod that is pro for real, but then comes my pro part with scotch. I jointed this selfie stick because I could not joint the phone with the tripod, and also the power bank with scotch because the cable is not long enough to go on the ground, so this is the best solution. I'm a fucking pro. So, now it's time to outline this piece. To do this, I will use this can that's not orange, but it's black. It's from Ambrazol, like in the last video. It's time for the outline. I was forgetting. I will use a New York cap, because on trash can, New York caps are the best caps you can use, in my opinion. Also, level 1 from Montana cans are really cool. About the other caps, I don't know. Have to do some cutbacks. I want to. I'll use a skinny because I want to be more precise, even if this piece is a lot messy, as you can see. Struggling a lot with that part, that line that is melted to the end, and is really a pain in the ass because keeping the proportion of a super straight stick is really hard, but somehow I will manage it. Okay, I will probably leave it like this. Done a lot of cutbacks. You know, the first time that you do something is always hard to get the right proportion and to get the right stuff. Anyway, it's time for the highlights. I have 2 Snow White leftovers from Montana cans, and I don't know how to do the highlights. I mean, on the V, basically normal highlight the lines, okay? On the true up letters, I don't know, because I don't know if I want to make my floating dots highlight. Floating dot highlights, English, wonderful language, or classic lines also on the throw-ups. Maybe classic lines. Let's try it out. I've done a shitty highlight, but I'm gonna do classic highlights on all the letters. I have to do some cutbacks also about the highlights. Someone could consider me a toy because I am only doing cutbacks today, but I don't really care. And this is the family friendly. My normal answer would be I don't really give a fuck. As last thing on today's piece, I will make something that usually I don't do. I'll do some props. Well, I didn't film it. I have done some props to the guys here because they are super cool and stylish guys, and also because they gave me the bucket paint to pre-paint the wall. That's not something obvious. Anyway, guys, this is the final result. Well guys, I really like the final result. The effect that I wanted is here, is real. But Vent from the future will tell you something more about this piece, right? Of course, my dear Vent from the past, but can we skip to a straight frame, please? Oh, thank you. So, as always, let's analyze it. And as always, let's start from the balancing, even if we can't properly talk about balancing today, since this piece is a bit conceptual. Anyway, I see the piece as the V is a pillar of a bridge, and this stick is a stand of the bridge, and these two elements together sustain the weight of the throw-up letters. Now you got why I said conceptual, right? And just think that I don't even smoke weed. Incredible. Anyway, about graffiti stuff, there are these two arrows. One is physical and the other one is not physical. But anyway, both of them give power to the piece, pushing on the sides. Last but not least, I didn't want to have one composition element, the arrow, only on the left side. So I did these quotation marks. To be honest, I don't like the shape that much, but in terms of balancing, it was a win choice. What about the letters? Well, the V is the only complex letter, and I think that it's so cool. This is a kind of a V that I don't do that much anymore. I used to do it a lot back then, but I should do it more often, even now, because I like it so much. The curve movement of the right stick is so strong. Maybe the upper fin is a bit too big and heavy, and because of it looks like that the curve stick is too thin. I have to match them better next time. In general, the V is flowish, also thanks to the arrow and this floating chip. The throw-up letters are good, but they could be a lot better. The E is okay, is my classic one. I've been using it for years, even with my previous tags, so it's already tested, let's say. The N is ugly, honestly, especially because of the right bottom part, so it's not balanced at the best. As you can see, the T is a bit taller than the other letters. Throw-up letters, I mean. I wanted it like this while painting because the T is the letter which is at the end, so I wanted to balance a bit the V, but honestly, when I look now at the piece, it is too tall. It should have been at the same level of the other throw-up letters. But its structure is solid, especially the bottom curve part. I like it a lot, but there is one last problem. The T is a little bit too hidden by the N. The color scheme, well, of course the chrome is the best color. Anyway, again, expect a review of Montana White Chrome, but I have to say that the background is horrible. I had several problems with it. I did it twice, as you have seen, and the shape of the background is totally crooked. But today at least I learned to not underestimate every part of the process. Yeah, this was the problem, I think. I thought that with two leftovers I could make a background, which is possible, but paying attention to the process, not doing random shadings as I did. Lesson learned. Anyway, as last thing I want to show you the pieces of the guys, because they are really cool guys. First of all, Yogwan, really cool, and by the way, the bucket paint was from him, so thank you my friend. Second, Gola, a real style master from Naples, guys. Follow him on Instagram if you want to see more and more stylish graffiti pieces. Fresh Love, I really like his way of interpretation of the letters and the loop, and I really like his style in general. Check him out on Instagram. Epsilon Walls, I didn't know this guy before the painting, but he's really cool. I really like his style and characters, and it's really old school. And last but not least, there is Ghost, another super stylish guy, but sadly I don't have any video of his piece because I left the wall before he was finished. So if you want to see his piece, check him out on Instagram as well. Anyway guys, this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you like the concept I brought today on YouTube. Let me know in a comment, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.